Good morning, everyone. You are tuned into Coffee and Donuts with Miss T.
And Lexus.
Today is Thursday, February 24th, 2022. It is at the top of the hour. It is now 6 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time. Lex, have you had your coffee this morning?
Yes, I've had my coffee and my donut.
Okay, Lex, can you say this next part about the early bird? Let me see. Let me see what's up with that.
And the early bird catches the worm when?
Oh no, that the early bird catches the worm. When?
Always.
Always. Let me go ahead and read the room. Good morning to all 200 of you. Good morning, and thank you all for joining us this morning with your coffee and donuts. Okay. Let's go ahead and say a prayer for Ashley Rose vlog. And also, I didn't get her name, but she is the mother of the Love Empire, Jonay. I want to add her mom to the prayer list. The Love Empire is her mother. So let's say a prayer for them, and then we'll go ahead and get started.
Oh God, we thank you for this day, Thursday. Lord God, as we lift our sister Ashley up, God, we ask you right now to just touch her in a mighty special way. And Lord, also God, we are asking prayers for the Love Empire's mom. Lord God, just help in the name of Jesus, whatever the need. Meet the need now, right now, God, and even to our listeners and our subscribers, God. We ask you that you bless them in a mighty special way. In your son Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen, amen, amen again. Okay, let me read these announcements off, and then we can go ahead and get into our topic. Okay. So if you want us to give your channel a shout out, or if you want us to send a birthday wish or greeting to someone, or to even yourself, go on over to Instagram at WTF with the Family Tabers and leave us a message. Every Wednesday is viewers' choice. DM us a topic, or you can leave it in the comment section under this video. Each Friday, we will highlight a different YouTube channel. Now, if you are listening, and if you want us to highlight your channel, inbox us on Instagram, because I would love for you to come up and sell your channel to everybody. Not sell your channel, but tell us why we should sub and support your channel. Now, I don't want to pick a channel and then the person not in the room, and I have to try to, this channel does this. You got to help me, get yourself out there now, okay? So if you're listening, even if you're catching the replay, go on over there to Instagram and say, hey, I have less than 500 subscribers. Can y'all help me? And whatever we can do, not saying we have the magic pill or magic potion, but whatever we can do to help, we don't mind doing it. Next ice, how many do you need to reach that first milestone?
I need, let's see, hold on just a second. I don't want to get kicked out, but I can.
I think it was like 8 people, 7 to 8 people.
Give me just a second. I am at a total of 491.
Okay. So how many people got in the room?
Let's see.
Let me go ahead and just read the room, because everybody here may be
You gotta see here, they may be already. But
so
if they could just watch the first video, I think it's like 3 minutes long. Because what happens, they sub, but then if you don't watch the video, the numbers fall off. So that's what's happening.
That's true. So you what was that, like 9 people that you need? Let me go ahead and welcome our guest then. Good morning, official Jamia. Good morning, Shawanda Williams. Good morning, Diane Beckworth. Good morning, MLW Fisherman. Good morning, Vibes with Danny Love. Good morning, Annabelle TV. Good morning, Donna Green. Okay, good morning, Coco TTV. Okay, so I got everybody in the room ready and loaded, fully loaded. Okay, okay. All right, Danny Love, I see you. Okay. All right, listen. Today is Thursday, right? February 24th. So did the Eagle fly at midnight for y'all? Those of you who are getting texts.
Girl, I don't know.
Did
I
the
don't know.
listen, you know I do taxes. And I know that was your one of your field Lexus. So
I do taxes, but am I prepared
I'm
for 8 o'clock?
not talking to the people in the room. I'm talking to the ones catching the replay. Listen, don't spend it all in one place. Okay. Good morning, Cooking with Q and Mel Mel. Good morning. Welcome to Coffee and Donuts. Don't spend it all in one place. Try to invest somewhere. Okay. And I'm not talking about investing into those scammers who get in your inbox and actually you want to flip your money or, invest it. Get some
Now,
CDs from the bank or do something. Don't
Miss
just go on a shopping spree and then a month from now you're back in the same situation you've been in before. You know,
Miss Tabor,
buy you
I need to
something
bring
nice, but don't blow it.
some sense of humor to the show just for just a few minutes. Can I go
Go
there?
ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Okay,
Let
now
me
I managed a
read
text off of water.
nice. Let me read Annabelle real quick.
Okay,
For
okay.
those of you who can share Lexus Ice ASMR out, then she can get new people to see her channel. Yeah, y'all share her out. She's only 9 people away from reaching 500. And she would have been way past that if she hadn't left. But I understand the
Yeah,
ice in community is not good for your health a lot of times. But her channel was actually doing good before she stopped eating ice. But
yeah.
y'all go ahead and share out, please, and thank you. All right, go ahead, Alexis Ice.
I'm gonna have like a sense of humor to the show real
Go
fast.
ahead.
For about 7 years, I managed one of the world's largest brand name tax companies. I'm not going to call their name out, but it was,
Thank
one of it
people.
was very respected with the IRS, that tax company. Yeah, let me tell y'all something. Don't be going up there today. I'm not there. I don't work there, but don't be going up there fussing at them folks.
Uh,
Once your taxes are submitted to the IRS, they don't know nothing. IRS.gov is your best source. So
oh,
don't be going up there cussing folks out. Don't
oh,
be having them calling the
I
police on
cuss
y'all.
people out.
Don't do that. Don't do that. That's all I gotta say. Now
Okay,
back to the subject.
okay. Good morning, Queen Gertrude Eats. Good morning. Welcome back. Okay. Coco said she'll definitely share you again. Okay. Mine, remember, only drop the link of the people that come onto the panel. Okay, listen. What Coco said. They be going so fast. Okay, Coco said NBA shared out her most recent video and inbox people on IGX. Oh, wow, I see Coco be doing the thing. Good morning, Queen Gertrude East is in the building. Love to travel with Wade is in the building. Good morning, good morning. Did I miss somebody? Before we get started, I don't want to miss anybody. Okay, listen. The neighbors from hell.
Oh my God.
I'm sure at some point in our
Woo.
we've had those neighbors who we have nosy neighbors that like to keep hanging around the house to mess up the neighborhood.
Yep.
Neighbors I have 2 instances where let me go ahead and get started. Y'all know the counter is always open. Annabelle said she can't wait to get her community so she can start sharing. I don't know what's going on with my voice this morning. But let me say this. Years ago, I lived in this apartment complex. Yes, I did. And there were no assigned parking spaces. You park where you want to park it. Okay. So initially I would park like on the there were 4 separate buildings, and I would park in the building like behind my where I live, and I would walk around through the underpath. At that time, I figured it was easier for me and kind of, y'all know I'm a private person. So I didn't want to, I in apartment buildings, people manage to stand out sometimes. And I hate that. That's one thing I hate about living in an apartment complex, people standing out. And it does not matter how high the rent was or people just always find a way to stand outside. Even though it was not allowed, people still did it. So I would park on the back. Okay, so I did that for a while, parked on the back. So after a while, I thought about it. I said maybe it'd be more convenient if I parked on the front and walked around the front of the building. So we don't have assigned parking. So that's what I did. I started parking on the front. And this young, I call her a young lady, but she didn't act like one. But just to give her respect, I call her a young lady. Um, her and her, I guess it was her sisters or friends or something. I was coming home one evening and I parked on the front. And as I passed, I had to pass by them to get to my apartment door because she lived right there in front of me, not across, but I had to pass by to get to mine. So anyway, as I was passing by, and Brandon was a little bit boy, I heard them saying, she been parking on the back. I don't know why she started parking on the front. That's my so and so park, just going off. And I started laughing. I started laughing because they were talking about me, but I didn't say nothing because I'm smart. I'm very smart. And I can do math very well. It's me and my little boy. They talking cash money noise. Do y'all actually think I was gonna say something to them? And it's how me and them, just me and my little boy. I kept walking. I laughed, but I come like you low. And I just kept walking. I didn't say nothing. I kept walking. I'm like the nerve. I'm like she probably ain't even paying all of her rent and sitting up at home on the stairs all day. You want to talk about some parking spaces? I thought that was so funny, and it seemed like she had learned my schedule. And every day I got ready to get off, it seemed like she would be sitting there waiting for me. And I was like, wow, you got nothing else to do in your life but just sit there and try to bully me. And I got my little boy with me. I'm not finished. Like, I was younger. I wasn't finished. I got my little boy with me. You got 3 or 4 women with you. How that was going to turn out? You already know the outcome of it.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
I was telling my family about it. And they was like, what you got a problem with you? You got, and I just don't understand people. Find something to do in your life. And a parking spot would have been the least of your worries. Go take a class. The time expect to learn my schedule, sit on the stairs and wait for me. You could have been in somebody's classroom trying to earn you at least an associate's degree or something.
Mm-hmm.
But you want to sit there and wait for me to come home so you can talk about a parking spot. And then one day I came home, they had taken up all the parking spots, so I had to park back on the back. And so I by me parking on the back, I couldn't come, in the front, so I had to come through the back. They made sure I heard everything that they said. The B had to walk around to the back today, didn't it? I'm like, wow. Y'all so infatuated with me. Y'all want to argue over a parking spot. I was so glad when they moved. When that young lady moved, Mom said we're gonna pray them out that apartment.
Yeah, that's what you do.
And she ended up moving to Texas or something. I was so glad because she just little things. I'm like, you upset about a parking spot? I can park where I want to park at. So anyway, I have another instance, but I'm gonna go ahead and leave the floor open for anybody that wants to come up and talk about. I want to leave that space open, so you all
You know something?
talk
I'm
about
gonna say this.
huh? Go.
I live in a very quiet neighborhood, and
Mm-hmm.
so you know your neighbors. Everyone is good, but then when you see like, okay, there's an empty house and it's empty for a while. Then you wake up one morning, you see a U-Haul bag in the driveway. You're like, oh my God. Well, what type of neighbors are these? And so we had that to happen one time. And so the neighbor herself was a elderly lady, very, very nice. But the thing of it was the company she kept was the issue. And
Yeah.
so, she had like this new home. And so her adult grandkids, that didn't have places to stay. They had kids. So they decided they were going to come and live with grandma. Well, they was the issue. When I tell you loud, disrespectful, I mean, it was a lot of them there. Lots and lots of them there. And so I guess one Sunday afternoon, it wasn't no rooms available in the house. So I guess her boyfriend came over and they was gonna literally just have sex on the car. And
Wow.
I'm like, what? Are you serious? Then the little child was standing up there looking, and the little child was pointing, "Oh, you kissing my mama?" I'm like, oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
And I was so I don't know what happened. The reason why she had to move, because it was a new property. I don't know what happened, but one day we got up and they were gone.
Wow.
And I could just run to the end of the screen, just yell, "Thank you, Jesus! I don't have to deal with that anymore." So neighbors can make your life a living hell. They really can.
Yeah, sometimes they can, because that young lady got to a point where I wanted to just really drag her, but she would never. When she was by herself, she wouldn't say anything. It was only she had that friend courage that she would say something. When I caught her by herself, she wouldn't say nothing. She was mute. But when I came, it's like they knew about what time they thought I would come home, and they'll be sitting there talking all kind of noise. And I laughed at them because I was like, if I just got so much going on in my life that wasn't even on my level to just stand and argue with them about a parking spot. That's too funny. But
You know one thing,
uh-huh,
and it was really ignorant about a parking spot. That's just, you have more time. I mean, who has time to talk about a parking spot?
that
Unless they did, and unless they just didn't have anything else to do, and they just got,
thing.
they whatever
That
they joy out making you angry, I guess.
that was the highlight of her day. One just talking about me as we passed by about that parking spot. That's the
Girl,
only thing she had going
I would
on
have
in her
told her,
life.
girl, please. You done stayed at home all day. You waited till I get off to just talk about me. Go,
Look,
go
Annabelle
somewhere.
said midnight movies. I done seen a bunch of the midnight movies. My cousin, his wife had some rental property, and I remember her telling me that they had got behind in the rent, and they were really working with them to try to get caught up with the rent. Okay. So she said it was a young couple, so they worked with them. She said she remember how when they were, young and coming up, somebody helped them, so she wanted to help them. So she said she worked with them and worked with them. They had got like 3 or 4 months behind, but they were giving them something, but they weren't paying it total. She said they had enough because the neighbors started complaining about the noise, but they weren't paying rent. So she said she was gonna go by the next morning and just tell them, it's just time for us to separate. We'll give y'all 30 days, find you something else, but it's just time. Y'all so far behind. We tried to work with you, but in the midst of us working with you, you causing trouble with your neighbors and stuff. She said she got up to go by to tell them, and she said look like they moved during the night, and she said it was just the house needed fixing, and you could tell they moved in a hurry because they didn't even get all this stuff out. It looked like they could grab what they could. She said clothes were like pulled across the floor, and they got furniture stuff out, but like the little things, like you could tell somebody moved in a hurry. And she like, they must smell the rat. Either way, I'm glad they're, gone. I'm not gonna even worry about the money's gonna take to fix. I'm just glad they're out of the house. So
Wow.
I've seen a lot of times where people get so far behind and they move in the middle of the night, but I don't understand where things happen in people's lives to cause different situations. So I don't want to be judgmental, but the least you could have done is just get them a heads up and say, I appreciate, you all for helping us, but we're gonna go ahead and move. You know,
Yeah. And she probably haven't heard back from them since. They
girl,
probably went on. They probably went on to somebody else's neighborhood, making their neighborhood
yeah.
a bad neighborhood. They probably did.
Let me read some comments, y'all. Y'all know that the panel is always open, always open. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Annabelle, you can do that. Okay. Annabelle said, okay, love to travel with waves. Said we have nice neighbors. Oh yeah, now we it's so beautiful and serene out here. We don't have any problems. Like I've told y'all before, I have left my purse in the car overnight and didn't even realize until I got ready to leave the next day. Doors unlocked and everything. I mean, I don't want to practice and make that a habit, but where I am now, it's fine, but early on, those apartments, I could take plenty of stories. I was going to school, and I had a class online, and you know how online they give you a time test sometimes. And I was taking a time test. I had been studying at work all day for that test, and I knew I had to take it that night. And so when I got home, I had got Brandon settled and everything, and I got it maybe like 20 minutes within the test, and some neighbors were outside just partying, the music loud. And I don't want to be the one to call the building manager and what you call it, snitch on them. But I couldn't even concentrate. I couldn't even get my thoughts together or nothing. So I had to call him. I said, listen, I said, I'm not trying to call and snitch on nobody, nothing. I said, but I'm in the middle of a time test, and I can't even hear myself think. I said, I don't know who it is, but somebody's out here at the edge of these stairs blasting music. And I said, I can't even think. And so I heard him when he came out there. And by that time I had got done with the test. I heard him when he came out there and told me, y'all not supposed to even be out here, like this or whatever. So I didn't open my door, but I went to the door and was listening. And when he cleared them out, I heard them saying, and when somebody asked, who called him? And somebody said, I know who called him. That door right there called him. They said, called him. I'm like,
wow.
God. But anyway, I was coming home another time, and they said, well, they called me by my maiden name at that time. The music not too loud for you. I said, no. I'm like, no. They knew that was
So what you did was they just confirmed that it was you that called about the noise.
They knew it was me. But I mean, when you live in an apartment complex, you have to respect the next person. Everyone has their right to play whatever they want to play. But when your music, if I can hear your music in my apartment,
It's loud.
my private space, I don't want to listen to your music. Your music is for your enjoyment. I don't want to hear it, especially when I'm sitting there watching TV and I got to turn my TV up extra loud over your music, and I still got to pay the rent, and I got to listen to your music too. No, but I'm so glad God has just, that was years ago.
He remove you from that situation.
He did. Okay, let me read the room, y'all, because y'all know I just talk. Let's see. Okay, everybody's speaking. Love to travel away, so we have nice neighbors. And I said I want to build an 8-foot brick wall so I don't have to see my neighbor. Oh wow. Mom said, Annabelle, you can do that. Annabelle said, yeah, for $4,000. Charlene Strong, good morning. Welcome to Coffee and Donut. She says, good morning, everybody. Have a blessed day. Official James said, it's crazy. Everybody is speaking to everybody. Mama said, unlearned people act like that. Yeah, they act like that. You don't have anything else to do but try to make my life miserable. And once I came in the apartment, I wasn't even worried about it no way. Okay. Mom said, look, as I told you, these people work on their backs. Ooh, maybe their sales was down. Oh my God.
Wow, Mama.
What? Oh my God.
And you know something else? Are you finished reading the room?
Annabelle said there's a hopeless feeling for people that do that. Cooking with Mel said, you're watching. I'm about to get my stepdaughter ready for work. Okay. Mom said, may your daughter have a blessed day at school. Annabelle said, if there's a party going on in my house and I'm not throwing a party, we have. I know that's for real. Okay, and Queen Gertrude E said, I understand. That's why I do have to listen to what you listen to and turn it down. Oh my goodness. Praying Cup of Cooking series says, good day, Tangent host, and much love right on back to you. Okay, so if there is anyone that would like to come up and talk about these neighbors from hell, I have one more story that I do want to share.
And I do as well. Have like a little comment as well.
Okay, so we're talking about the same apartment complex now, okay? The same apartment complex. Okay, you know, when you live in an apartment complex, you see all types of stuff. All types of stuff. Okay, so you know, I would come home different times. I'll come home, you know, at night sometimes, in the late afternoons. You know, the days that I knew that I was gonna come home late, I would leave the front light on, right? So I would have to fumble with my keys or whatever. So this is the first time this happened. It happened many other times, but this is the first time that I remember it happening. So I left my light on because I knew it was gonna be dark when we got in. So as I was walking up through the little breezeway or whatever you want to call it, the same guys, and I wasn't scared of the guys. They weren't threatening or anything like that. They were, respectful or whatever. They just like their music and stuff. They always respected me, always. So it wasn't like I was scared and clutching my pearls or nothing like that. It wasn't that type of apartment company. It was a really nice place, but you get different types of people everywhere you go, right? Okay, so let me
Exactly.
get this straight. It was not the project or anything like that. They were a nice,
I understand.
yeah,
They
nice,
just like an outside noise. I
right,
understand.
right. And so I was coming up and I heard the music when I got out of my truck. I heard it, and so as we got closer, I could smell the barbecue. So don't y'all know? Okay, drop the link again. Okay, let me drop the link again. Okay, so as I was walking up, I could smell the barbecue. Keep in mind, my light is on now. They are using my light is the only one illuminating the little hallway. They were using my light to stand out there and barbecue. I didn't leave when I came. Each time I would go inside the apartment, I would always turn the light off because once I was inside the apartment, I never opened my door for anybody. I don't care who knocked or whatever. If my family or friends would come over, I knew they were coming out open for them. But just anybody random knocking on the door, I never opened my door, so I didn't need the light. Right? Okay.
That's right.
So I came up, the light was on. They out there using my light to barbecue. So when I came in the house, I said, I should flip that light off. So I called Mom. I said, Mama, I said, they had their barbecue and got the music playing. I said, but they using my lights. I said, do I need to turn it off? She said, whatever you do, don't you turn that light off. She said, leave that light alone. Don't turn that light off. I said, they not paying my light bill. She said, leave that light alone. She said, you want to keep peace over there. She said, they use that light to barbecue. Don't you turn that light off. Girl, I was
Now,
whatever. But I was
now
like,
you know what my response was when you told me about it. I was like, girl, I cut that light off so fast and what they say.
I left it on. They had never been disrespectful to me or nothing, but that was my usual practice to just flip it off when I came inside, right?
But see, that light was also distracting you because they was partying under it with their barbecue. So shut the party down, cut the light off.
Yeah, I left it on. I left it on because I had gotten so I had gotten bad when I passed by. I wouldn't even speak. And Mom said, "You need to start getting to know your neighbors and speak to them. Don't just pass by and don't say nothing." And it wasn't that I was trying to be a certain way. It was just that I'm a private person. You know how you don't want to be too friendly with people and get people to knocking on your door. Can I borrow this? And stuff like that. So
Oh yes.
I had
We in Mississippi where they want to come knock and borrow sugar
yeah.
and flour and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and they want, can you come and take me to this? They don't have a vehicle.
Oh yeah.
Can you come and drop me off here or drop me off there? So I was trying to make sure I set myself up for somebody knocking on my door, asking me, can you come and take me here, take me there? And then I remember when I was younger and lived on my own, this young lady in the neighborhood, and it was a very nice neighborhood, beautiful house and everything. I had got so comfortable with her. She had the audacity to come and knock on my door. Tandy, I need to use your car for me. I said, use my car. I said, well, maybe I can drop you off. She said, no. She said, I need to use your car. I'm coming right back. I said, I don't loan my car to people. I'm like, people really ask people to use. I'm like, some stuff people ask, I wouldn't have the nerve or the audacity to even ask somebody to use their vehicle. And we weren't even cool like that. I would just, speak to her, whatever. And she was like, she want to use my car.
You
We
know
got,
something?
uh-huh.
My godmom, when her first stage of all time of dementia, she had just got a brand new car, and so
Who
her
is,
children, my godmom that lived down the street,
yeah.
she's dead now. She had just got a new car, and so she didn't have children that lived here. Now, Chicago, from where we live, is about a 14 to 15 hour drive. Do you know she allowed her neighbors to use her car to go to Chicago?
Wow.
They brought the car back hit on the back, and they took some white spray paint and painted, sprayed over the hit. And so when mom and I went down to see her, my mom was like, "What happened?" She was like, "Well, they took the car to Chicago last weekend." She said, "To Chicago." Mom was like, "Don't let nobody use your car." And I was so upset. I wanted to really call her daughter and like, look, she done let these neighbors use her brand new car, took it to Chicago. They hit it, they didn't even tell her they had bumped it. I realized it, and they used some white spray paint to spray over it. I'm like, what? Who do that?
Wow.
But that's a true story, and that happened for real. I'm like, oh my god.
You know what? Sometimes you do find people that take advantage of, vulnerable adults like that. I would have called her daughter. Let me see what we got backstage. We got Annabelle and Official Jamie. Okay, let me add them both to the panel. Okay, on the panel now, I was about to say on the stage. On the panel now, we have Annabelle TV and Official Jamie. Good morning, ladies, and welcome to Coffee and Donuts.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. One of y'all go. It's on y'all.
Okay, I'll get it over with then.
Okay.
Oh geez, where do I start? Where do I start? We'll start with the problem right now.
Okay.
Okay, I don't know. At first, when we first moved in together, we moved in basically at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, hey, we're gonna have neighbors. They got kids. We'll come back and forth. It'd be cool.
Right.
On the face, on the surface, she was okay.
Mm-hmm.
She was okay, but she would never talk to us.
Oh wow.
I don't know. At first, it was all right, but when we put our equality flag outside,
Mm-hmm.
all of a sudden it was like the whole neighborhood did a 360 on.
Oh
Well, it would be a 180 anyway. When we put the equality flag outside, that's when the problems started happening.
mm.
We had to put security camera in the front and the back of the house.
Are you serious?
I am very serious. And we can't afford to move no more because we had to move out of Texas because it was getting very dangerous for us to live there
Mm.
because of the atmosphere against the LGBTQ community.
Mm-hmm.
We were just lucky enough to have enough money to get out.
Oh wow.
Anyway, we cannot afford to move anymore. We have to make this work. When I planted tulips in the front, that would, to make everything look pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Someone came by with scissors because it was a clean cut and cut all the tulips.
What?
Yes, that means they would have to come on my property to do that.
Mm.
I planted a cherry tree in the backyard because I have a massive backyard. So I'm planting fruit trees because with the prices of fruit that's going on, you need to grow your own.
Mm.
So I have the opportunity to grow, some fruiting trees. Again, someone had to come on my property and cut my sapling.
Oh wow.
They try to kill my tree. And let's see, I have an inflatable on the surface pool. Someone dumped that out on 3 separate occasions.
Mm. Mm-mm.
When I put the security system up and I told the neighbor, I'm putting this up because this keeps happening and I don't know why. I know why. I don't have to tell them why. So all of a sudden it stopped because when you come on my property, the floodlights come on.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna, and everything's recorded. It's stored in a mainframe, and if we need to, we just tell the police what file to pull up, and they could see it for themselves.
People are
That-
so mean. People
oh,
are so mean and hateful. You know, if
if
everybody,
I'm not in your bedroom telling you what to
right,
do, get the out of mine.
that's right. That's right. And
You
people
know,
just get mean and hateful for no reason. No
and that's
reason.
just with me. That's not what I've seen with her kids.
What?
Oh, I don't know whether I need to call Child Protective Services or Animal Control to get
Oh,
that animals out of there.
wow.
Because I've seen, oh God, I've seen times when I was swimming in my pool and the kids are out in the yard, and you're thinking, okay, they're playing, they're having fun. The
Mm-hmm.
little boy couldn't have been no more than 4 or 5 years old. He's knocking on the back door crying, Mommy, let me in.
What?
And she's like, you get in, when you get in here, you cause a mess, and I got to clean up for company.
Oh, wow.
So she locks him in the backyard. Oh, dear God.
Mm.
And they have, oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. They recently got a poodle. I don't know why in the world these people got a poodle for. That's a working animal. You can hear him barking right now. Okay, it's almost 7 in the morning. You hear this animal barking right now. And then it starts my dog barking. Then the owl barking. My wife got to be at work at
Oh,
like
goodness.
10 in the morning. There he goes, singing
I,
the
I
song of his
hear,
people.
I hear.
Did I put up a cue card? No. Oh God. But when the temperature over here gets 9 degrees or 4 below 0, or well, we had a warm winter. We only got 10 below 0, so that
Oh, wow.
that was okay. I mean, that was one plus. But they have a damn animal outside in below 0 temperatures.
Mm,
No, you let the animal go out, do what they need to do, then come
mm,
right back in. This is not time to be finding out what your fur is for.
right.
So we had, oh yeah, we call animal control. They did a wellness check. The animal was taken inside.
Oh, wow.
But it's like, oh dear God, I want these people to move. If there is really a God, please remove these people.
Oh, oh,
I don't care how it's done at this point.
I thought about something when you said they had cut your leg, right? No, your tooth.
Yeah,
Okay, your tools too. Let me read the room really quick. I see some
sure.
new people in. Let me go back up. The Love Empire is in the building. Darnay, I was just telling them about your mom before you came. That's my little niece, y'all. We adopted her. She calls us auntie and uncle. We adopted her. Welcome to Coffee and Donuts, the Love Empire. If y'all don't know her, go get, like Carter's Eat says, get there, get there, get there. The Love Empire. Okay, who else came into the room? Carol, the girl miniature mukbang is in the building. Okay, I think that was everybody. Annabelle. Now, my mom, I guess I get my credit from her because she is I mean, a seamstress. She can put so anything together. Take two dresses. If you find a dress that's you love it, but it's too small, it does not come in your size, honey. You get you two dresses, she will make that thing fit. Do you hear me?
Tell me about it.
Really? Because I have a couple
Yes.
of dresses hanging in the closet that I need a little more wiggle room.
I'm telling you, I've seen the ex. So I said that to say this. She loves arts and crafts, and I do too. So when I moved into that apartment, she made pink is my favorite color. She made me this big, beautiful wreath to go on my door. The tool was beautiful. I mean, it was so beautiful. And so a lot of people said, X, who made that for you? Who made it? And I was like, my mom, she said, well, do you think she'll make me one? I want the same color, everything the same. So that thing hung on my door. I came home one evening. Somebody had been picking at it. The tool was all across the yard out there. I'm like, somebody been messing with my wreath. I went out there and picked the piece up. Like, wow, people don't have anything else to do but pick at my, it's just, I was so glad when I moved in an apartment complex. I mean,
Mhm.
it was just crazy. Um,
And the one thing they did that really hurt me this past summer is that I always wanted to grow a pumpkin patch. And I was thinking, okay, I'll make a cute little mound and I'll have some cute little vines and then I'll grow some cute little pumpkins. Well, the pumpkins had other ideas. They took over a quarter of the yard. I didn't know they would get that big. I had no idea what I was doing. One of the main vines crawled under the fence and into the neighbor from hell's yard.
oh wow.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, okay, I'll be nice. I'll be like, hey, any fruit that grows on your side, keep it. Free vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
You think they would appreciate it? Oh,
Mm.
no, 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 no. At first, in front of my face, he's like, yeah, thank you. The kids will have it for Halloween, whatever, whatever. A week or so later, they cut the vine.
What?
Yes, they cut the vine. And then keep in mind, it was one of the main vines.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So they cut the vine, they threw the pumpkin back over on my side
Oh wow.
to make sure I seen it. So
That's,
I knew they cut. Mhm.
just
And
mean and
then I
hateful.
was, hmm?
Mean and hateful.
Mm-hmm. Why would you kill a plant? It never did nothing to you. Let's see. So sometime after that incident, I seen the guy go in the garage, and those big white containers you pump it, so it has herbicide to kill the weeds with it.
Oh yeah, he's trying to kill it.
He did.
Oh wow.
He killed my pumpkin patch
Mm-mm.
because it crawled into his side. So I have plans this growing season.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, we want to get petty. We get petty.
Oh,
You know what formica is, correct?
okay.
Okay. If you go into Lowe's and you go into the scrap section,
Mm-hmm.
you can buy pieces of formica.
Oh yeah, yeah.
My wifey is really good with drills and baling wire.
Oh my goodness. Annabelle.
Yeah. You see, I can't afford $4,000 for a brick wall to be built along that line. So I'm gonna get a couple pieces of formica,
Oh my goodness.
reinforce it from my end so that he can't touch it. And we're gonna make a wall.
Well, we gonna follow that story, Annabelle. You keep us updated on that.
Build that wall.
I want I want to hear how that turns out.
Oh yeah, that's like you don't screw with my pumpkin patch
Uh
because now what I'm doing, I'm
yeah.
gonna grow some cantaloupes
Mm-hmm.
so that he can smell the sweetness, but he
Oh,
ain't getting none of that goodness.
mm,
And then I'm gonna rotate. I'm still gonna have my pumpkin patch.
mm-hmm. Good morning, Ryan's vlog. We see you. How are you? Uh
So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna get down because it was like this is neighborhood from hell.
oh
Please,
yes. I
like get him
know what, I
away.
hear so many stories about living in apartment complex, but a lot of them, just get to your wit ends with just neighbors that just get on your nerve. But I thank you, Annabelle, as always. And you gonna throw that down in the
Bye
comments.
bye.
All right, honey. On the channel, you just heard Annabelle TV. If you don't know her, get on over there and subscribe to her channel. Official Jamie, are you there?
Yes, I
Good
am. Good morning.
morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. So I had an apartment complex, and unfortunately, I lived in a apartment complex, and I was in the middle floor. So I had one floor above me and one below me.
Hot the hell.
Oh my gosh. So we had hardwood floors, and you could hear a lot. You could hear people walking, you could hear
Mhm.
people doing other things. So
Oh,
I had the
I,
person up.
Yes.
Huh?
I said, yes, you can, because I lived on the bottom.
Oh, Jesus. So the girl that moved above us, she was a nymphomaniac.
Oh my God.
And you could hear her going at it
Oh my God.
all times of the day,
Oh,
all times of the night. And my
jeez.
mother came to visit us in Virginia when we lived in Virginia. And she was sitting in the front room, and I was folding laundry in my bedroom. And this is the middle of the day. I had my door wide open, and all of a sudden you hear all this squeaking and bumping and all this stuff. And my mom said, Jamie, are you okay back there? I said, Mama, I swear that's not me.
Goodness.
I swear. And she said, baby, that's like a porno without the picture. I said, exactly. Exactly.
Mm, mm.
It was so, I was so embarrassed. So one particular night, she came home, she did her little stuff, whatever she was going to do, whoever was there left. And we heard the tub running. So I was like, oh, Lord, she going to take a bath. And it just kept running and kept running and kept running.
Oh
And
wow.
I was like, what is going on? What kind of bath she taking?
Oh my God.
So I'm sitting on my bed, and all of a sudden I hear dripping noises,
Oh,
and I go into my bathroom, and my bathroom has water coming out the lights fixture,
oh wow.
out
Oh
of the
wow.
ceiling. It's coming out. It started coming out of my ceiling fan in my
Oh
bedroom. I'm
wow.
like, oh my God. So I run upstairs, and I'm banging on her door. She not answering the door. I'm like, I call my husband at work, and I'm like, there is water coming out of everywhere, to the point where it was starting to come out in the kitchen. So I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? He said, just call 911 because she not answering the
Mm.
phone. I mean, answering the door. So I called the ambulance, and the fire trucks came, and her sliding glass door was open, and they was getting ready to put a ladder up there to go and see if she was all right. And so something said, you know what, we have a call box. Call her on the call box and see if she'll answer the phone. So she answered the phone all drowsy, and she was like, hello.
What?
And when she stepped out of her bed, she
That's what she.
felt the water. So she was like, oh my God, oh my God. So then she comes and she runs. You can hear her running through the water,
Oh wow.
trying to turn it off. And she was like, oh, I fell asleep. So do
Oh my.
you know this very unnice young lady, instead of her coming and saying, I'm so sorry, for flooding y'all apartment or whatever, she was out there flirting with the firemen.
And then you
Oh
have
wow.
all that mess up. You know.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, so we had to move out of our apartment for a couple days so that the apartment complex could fix everything. And she never said sorry. She never said anything. She was so busy flirting with the fire people that
Mm.
she didn't really care. So I was like, oh my God, are you serious? You just had somebody up there and you done flooded my apartment. Now you flirting with the fire people. You're
So they
just
can come up
nasty.
there.
Trifling.
Mm. She probably trying to
Trifling.
get her rent paid, like Mama said. Maybe those her working hours.
I guess
Exactly.
so. I guess so.
You
Because
know
I
what?
was like,
I remember we lived on the bottom. And I remember sometimes I don't know if the kids would be jumping up and down, but I would get a I got so tired of I would get a broom handle and hit at the hit the top of the ceiling. I did that one time. Somebody came and knocked on the door. I said, "Oh, I'm not opening up that door. I'm not gonna open it." So same day, time went on. They did it again, just jumping, I don't know if they were jumping up and down or something. I did it again. They came, knocked again. I didn't say nothing. Uh, they said, Miss So and So, we too loud or something was saying. I never did say nothing. So another time we were leaving the apartment and he apologized. He said, I'm sorry if we, making too much noise or something. And I said, oh, y'all okay? I said, but you got people under you. You have to be considerate of that. All that jumping
Mhm.
up and down. And I could tell the apartments were made just the same. This bedroom on top of that bedroom. All of them were made the same. So you can tell when they were being intimate or whatever. I'm like, they're even make sense. I mean,
It was too much, girl. It wasn't too much.
I know it's not that intense. Like, come on now. Lord. But you have when you live in sometimes in a complex you find all different types of stuff. It is 6:56. So thank you so much, Official Jamia, for coming on. If
Thank
you
you.
all
Thank
don't
you.
know Official Jamia, go to her channel, subscribe. You will not be disappointed. Let me read this. Thank you for coming on, Official Jamie, as always.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, let me read some comments really quick. The Love Empire says they make the floor so thin. Yeah, the walls and the floors thin. You can hear everything. Every moan, every groan just don't even make sense. Annabelle said maybe she wanted to ride the fireman's pole. All right now, Annabelle. Oh, Mama said, wherever you live, try to get along with people. Let the evil be on them. Get the camera, call the police. Yeah. Okay. Lexus Ice, you still with us?
I am still with you, and I remember one day, I was when you and Brandon were living there. I was pulling up, and I saw the children of the people you're talking about. They was outside playing, and they had this little baby stroller running with it, and I'm like, okay, that's their little doll they got running. You know, they almost got hit just running with the doll and the baby stroller.
Yeah.
And so I realized it wasn't a doll; it was the actual mama baby that they
Uh,
was outside playing with while the mama and I guess whoever was upstairs making noise for you. And
wow.
you remember one day the little kids came knock on your door and asked you, can your son come out and play with us?
Yeah, I remember that. I said, no. Mm-mm. I said, no, he can't come outside.
And I mean, he was a baby. And I'm like, okay, so I guess they won't be in the stroller running around with how they was running with that. I mean, they was going so fast with that stroller. I thought it was their dog.
Mm-mm.
And these kids was about 5 or 6 years old. These wasn't big kids. And I'm like, wow, the mom trusts them outside with a baby running in a stroller, but she didn't care. She didn't care at all.
Mom said I never lived in an apartment. I hated to go there. Glad you got out. I was glad. I was glad. And the way I ended up moving, it was such, I mean, it was time. It was time to move. So listen. The Love Empire says my kids don't go outside over here much. These kids is bad over here. Praying I find a place soon. Yeah, you will. I thought you had found something though. You still looking. Yeah, find something that you don't just move anywhere. Find some place that you would really enjoy. Somewhere for your kids to go out and play, because you want to live comfortably. So yeah, take your time and find something nice. Okay, our announcements. If you want us to give your channel a shout out, or if you want us to send a birthday greeting or wish to you or someone you love, DM us on Instagram at WTF with the Family Tabers, and we will give you all a shout out for your birthday, or just to tell somebody I love you and I'm thinking about you. Every Wednesday is viewer choice topic. DM us on Instagram or leave a topic in the comment section under this video. Each Friday, we will highlight a different YouTube channel. And right now, we're only highlighting those channels. We want to help them reach that 500 milestone. So go on over there to Instagram and say, hey, highlight my channel Friday, tomorrow, actually. So our email address is P.O. Box 443, Indianola, Mississippi. That's INDIANOLA, Mississippi. Send us some happy mail. Send us some letters, anything. Okay. We're still celebrating Black History Month. The Love Empire says, I'm so glad I was able to make this 5 a.m. here in Cali. We know people are still sleeping and on their way to work, getting dressed for work, getting the kids ready. So we really don't expect a large crowd. It would be good, but people mostly catch the replay. And that's fine because we understand these mornings are critical. People want
Exactly.
they sleep. I understand it. I ain't mad at you. You know.
I understand.
Yeah. Also, You know, we have this Still I Rise challenge for Black History Month. So the playlist is ready. If you want to go check out the Still I Rise renditions of people that have already done it, please go and do so. And hopefully you can, get some inspiration, be inspired by some amazing content creators. And it's not too late to participate. Actually, it's not only for Black History Month. We celebrate Black History 365 days a year. So if you want to jump in on the Still I Rise challenge, please feel free to do so. Okay, our little known Black history fact for today is, this fact may be the most surprising. When King was originally drafting his speech, the word dream was considered but ultimately edited out. He was only allotted 5 minutes to speak, and he didn't think he had enough time to fit those words. When he handed the speech into the press, the words "I have a dream" were not included. Do y'all hear me? When he handed the speech in, the words "I have a dream" were not even there. So he got caught up in the moment. He was inspired. God was talking through him, and that speech is iconic. So that's just a perfect example of letting God lead and guide you.
Yes.
Okay. Now, our thought for today is, God has a purpose for your life way before you even had a plan for yourself. Sometimes your plan has to fail so God's purpose can prevail. We always got these plans. This I want. Check this off. This is my goal. Check that off. And if it's not in the will of God, that'll fail and drop, and you feel like, oh man, it didn't work. What to do now? God already got it figured out and worked out. Just let him order your steps and you will be fine. We make it so hard, but it's so simple. Talk to him, listen to him, let him guide you, and don't worry about the rest. We stress so much when we don't even have to sometimes. We just trust him. And I'm talking to myself right now. We just trust him and everything will be fine. He already got it. He can see what's ahead. We don't, we know what we've been through and what's behind us, but he got us. Y'all remember the footsteps in the sand? He got us, okay? So let me give y'all one tip as we leave on out of here today. Like I said in the beginning, don't spend your tax money in one spot. Listen, you can tell when this area, I can only speak for our area. You can tell when it's tax season. You can tell when they were getting their stimulus money. Honey, the shelves were empty. You couldn't go to Walmart and get nothing. The shelves were empty in all the stores. You couldn't find nothing. Y'all, do you have to buy the same stuff every year? Every year, people buy, you replacing this, replacing that. Buy something different. Invest your money. Don't go today and today was the first drop. Don't go sit on your money. That, like my dad used to tell us, that money burning y'all hands, ain't it? Don't spend none today. Just sit on it for a little while. Sit on it. The fever will go away. It'll go away. Okay, y'all. It's 7:04. You were just tuned into Coffee and Donuts with Miss T. Exercise. I want to thank our moderators. You all are doing an amazing job.
Yes, they are.
I really do. I really do.
And I have a quick announcement.
Huh?
I have a quick announcement. Stay tuned tomorrow. We have a announcement coming up. You're gonna enjoy it. It's something you want to hear, and we want you a part of the stuff that we're gonna announce tomorrow.
Okay then. All right then. Okay. So we're gonna leave on this note. Like we always say, be blessed. Spread some positivity throughout these YouTube streets. And as Vibes with Danny Love, we're gonna end on her note. Have a great day. See you here tomorrow, same place, same time. Thank you all for tuning in. We love you. Bye.
Yeah. Bye-bye.